taken out. Nade's gonna land. A little bit close. He's just running away really far.
Crystal could have actually just run to A really quickly, but probably wouldn't have worked out actually since Exist thought that's what they were going to do. Okay, so I assume Exist is not going to go for this.
Seems weird what he's doing. I guess he's just saving up here or something.
Yeah.
To be honest, he just wasted way too much time to go for it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so he's gonna save now. So what I was trying to ask you is how many rounds do you think Fnatic needs for them to think they have like an okay to good chance to win the map as terrorists?
I mean, I think 6 rounds for Fnatic is like a okay half. I think it's a pretty okay half for a lot of teams as long as they have a solid T side. I don't think they want less than 4, but I mean they can do with 5 or 6. I'd say 6 is like, 6 plus T pistol is 9 is an even game, and then it's a T-sided map, so you just grind the rounds out from there.
So you think 5 rounds and T pistol, Fnatic is still the favorite?
I wouldn't say they're a favorite, but they still have a good chance of winning. I would put it at 50-50 until you have a yes pending. I'd say it's a 50-50 until one team kind of pulls the lead. Sorry, not one team. Until Fnatic, if they get pistol and then they get first gun, then they're definitely favorites. But, we've seen Lions lose pistol and then come back with a string of 3 in a row multiple times in this tournament. So I don't really count them out on CT just because I feel like they're really good at coming back with solid CT plays.
Yeah, Lions actually had those CT comebacks that are really hard to make. Because even if you win a close round, you're still going to have a hard time winning the next round. They keep surviving with a couple people dying from their team, and they still keep winning. And that's an impressive thing to do. And we are still paused. Not really sure why. It could be a timeout for Fnatic. I think that would be a decent reason for it. I'm hoping there's not been a crash or any other sort of problem.
I'm assuming Fnatic probably took a timeout. But you never really know with these type of things. Computers can go, servers can crash. Server crashes are the worst because it takes forever for them to get the money back in order. It seems like it's unpaused. Probably a timeout, assuming that I got unpaused this fast.
Yep.
Haven't been any computer crashes this tournament, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't actually think so. They had the ping problems late on day 1 while you were asleep with servers lagging because of the DDoS problem, but not since then. Exist pushing down middle once again with that save gun, and he just gets taken. I'm actually surprised Lions aren't nading down middle more with how much Exist has been pushing down there.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of teams pre-flash and pre-nade mid, and Lions hasn't really done it at all. I guess it might be due to the fact that Nico kind of holds that side by himself, so he doesn't really go in there as much.
Yep, Pita with a headshot on Nico there. Probably would want to save a gun there, but I don't think it's going to be possible.
Pita gets a random flank kill on Zanil. Threat's going to stay with the bomb while Fire just kind of holds this exit area. He could actually get taken out right now by Pita also. Yeah, it takes him out.
Rage will take a leg down for me, so I'm going to have to retry.
Yeah, so Fnatic's really going to start stringing rounds together here. I mean, they only have 2 rounds, and those are the first 2 rounds they won in the half. It was when they won pistol, and then Lions saved the next round full Glocks. If Lions lost that round, I mean won that round, it could be like 11-0 right now for
This is the
Lions.
first time we see Freeze pushing down Banana. He's been playing really passive so far. Just gets 2 really early kills there.
It was a good decision. They weren't really going to 2 passively, so he had to kind of go to them to be useful.
It's falling back now. Looks like Lions is already also gonna reset. Not really sure what they want to do yet. Just clear SA1, make sure Fnatic hasn't pushed through, which they haven't. Still playing very passively. Gok's playing an interesting angle in the middle of the site. Fairly risky there. Basically, he has to hit his first shot or he's dead. The way he's playing that. It's an odd way to play in a 5-on-3, I think.
Yeah, so that's the first gun round for Fnatic here. I mean, they gotta string more together. They can't go 1 for 1. Lions has way too much money, and Fnatic need the op and Freeze's hand. He's not very useful without it. So the performance round, he got one kind of surprise kill, but besides that,
Okay,
it wasn't so great.
I just missed that. Bumble crashed once again. I was saying Gox is playing this very kind of an odd spot, I think, in the middle of A site where he's very likely to get killed if he doesn't hit his first shot.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing because he's strafing right into where people preem anyways. Because people come out looking at the warden box, and he's strafing right into where they'll preem.
Fnatic taking a couple aggressive peeks in middle now. They get 2 early kills, but Peta gets a little carried away and just pushes in. Then
yeah, same with Exist.
Exist does the same. They get taken out, evened out to 3 versus 3.
Gux is hiding at the spot. He really likes the Stewart area over here. One in the site, watching towards mid. Freeze at long. He's not really being useful. I guess Nico just
This
spot on
probably
here.
gonna force a rotation. Furte just missed an op shot on Karn's back. Like literally Karn running away with his back turn. And that could easily be around here. And I think it was.
Yeah, it would have been a much easier.
Big mistake by Furte there, even though he has been Lions' best player in the final.
And the tournament, I think. I mean, they're still up 8-4. It's nothing to really worry about. So I think Lions are still in good hands here, but they just can't lose their lead. They gotta stop the rounds that Fnatic are getting right now.
Peta just peeking down middle.
Yeah, really
Just the opening kill.
wide peaks.
Just completely out, wide open. He's done 48 health right now.
Peta gets another pick.
Kill. It really
That's
does
still
seem
playing
like
a weird spot.
Fnatic relies a lot on individual skill and just out aiming people on their CT side house game.
That could be why they
AK
match
shots
up.
there.
That could be why they've been matching up well versus Navi, because when Navi walks around, they try to like single out people and, you know, hit those random shots. But you know, when you have people just randomly peeking spots when like Zeus is calling something or they're talking about something and it's really unexpected, that can just, you know, kind of screw with the round.
That also explains why Fnatic has so much trouble with SK, because they clearly do have more individual skill. Same old strat from Lions to going up Kitty to taking shots in middle. Nico holding the B flank. See what happens here. Furte this time opens up on the Gux. Peta replies on Crystal. No one actually flanking B. Nice shot on Peta by Furte. Nico's still at the bottom of mid, holding the B flank. No one's coming from there though. Sneal and Nico can really just end this round right now.
Nice exists in the box. I think something interesting to note is Exist used to play up on that box a lot when he was on Lions. So these guys know what Exist likes to do over there, you know. So I don't think that spot's that great of an idea for him to play.
He's been playing there pretty much every single round in all of their Lions, all their Tuscan matches to begin with at this tournament. Furte 3-kill round at 23 frags so far, wins another round for Lions. And I was going to say, at the same time, Exist probably has a really good idea of how Lions likes to play in general, not only this map, because he used to play with Drift for a long time.
Yes, it's definitely interesting that it's interesting that you would play a spot like, it's like if I was on your team and you knew that I liked, you know, pushing hulls all the time on Inferno. I don't think that's a good idea to do that for someone that knows that you know, that's something you like to do. Got to switch your game up. And he really hasn't been effective in this half. He's 9 and 10. He's not doing the worst, but definitely not. Oh, there we go. Going aggressive in the mid. Sneal taking him out. Sneal getting 2 kills, 3 kills. Nice round by him.
Gok still just hiding in the site. Needs to get 2 kills here for him to have a chance. Not gonna happen. Sneal, 4th kill of the round. 10-5 first half. Now this is what we talked about for Lions on this half.
Yeah, I mean,
or Fnatic, 5 rounds. How do you think this half is gonna go? They're gonna take a minute to talk about it now.
Well, I mean, it's a really do-or-die situation. They need the T-pistol. I don't think they can win without it. You give Lions money and confidence to buy, like, 2 ops or something random, like this is a good map for Fire to do his random pushes, too. I mean, we saw that on all the other maps. Mirage versus Na'Vi, you know, even on maps like Dust 2 and stuff, he goes into lower, he pushes long, he buys an op, he goes into mid doors and lurks smokes. The guy likes playing random, and this map really suits random styles, I feel like.
I agree.
So they definitely gotta make him feel like he can't do that stuff. Because when you let people like Nico and Fire kind of have that freedom, like Nico to just randomly take aggressive op peeks and Fire to like throw a smoke somewhere random and sit in it and like push through it, then you're just letting yourself lose. Because if you put them, if you go up 5-0, if Fnatic goes up 5-0, I don't feel like they'll have that confidence until they start losing and thinking that this is the only way they can get around. And by then it's usually too late.
Do you think Fnatic is good enough on this half? If, let's say, Lions wins the pistol and goes up 2-0, 3-0?
Sorry, what did you just say?
If Lions went up 2-0 or 3-0 to start the half, do you think Fnatic still has a good enough T side to come back from that? Or where do you draw the line? How important is it for Fnatic to win the pistol or the second round?
I think if they want to have a clear shot at victory, they got to win the pistol. I definitely think they have the potential. I mean, they 10-1 Na'Vi on T side. They got the pistol and they just rolled with it. If they don't get it though, I don't feel like they'll have that same sort of impact. They need that money. They need to be able to just buy. And Freeze needs an op. And that's, I think Freeze was really key in their T sides, having the op. He gets a lot of picks on the kitty area, so I think that's important for them. Lions get
Crystal
a pick on
gets the first kill there. Like 3 people in the sewers, but it looks like they're gonna fall back now. Right call, because Lions has 2 people looking at the door entrance right now from sewers. And there come Fnatic out of the sewer.
So they're going to reset and probably try to go to look to hit 2. Nico's standing at the top of long.
Threat just jump spotting B short. Gux once again dropped the USP as usual on their T pistol, so he definitely needs to get a kill here to open things up.
Definitely. And Nico can't get swarmed without getting a kill. He needs to get at least 1.